I'm sorry I wasn't audible previously because of the music. I'll repeat myself. We're really sorry for keeping you all waiting, but we were just going live because we've exceeded our participation. So we'll just wait for the rest of our participants to join the YouTube live stream and then we'll get started. Just a few more minutes. Really sorry to keep you all waiting, but the wait is definitely going to be worth it. Please stay tuned. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, apologies for the delay. We will be starting right away. One last time, I request everyone to please turn on your cameras. If everyone turns on their cameras, the session will be very interactive. The speaker will have fun. We all will have fun learning what the speaker has to deliver. So please put on your cameras. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. Good afternoon, respected principal, teachers, our dear speaker, and all the participants present here. We, the students of BMS Department of Sathaye College, welcome you all to today's webinar, K Culture. I, Krishnapriya Jayaprakash,
I, Priyal Valivkar,
will be your host for today. The next 2 hours will be completely filled with lots and lots of knowledge, facts, and about a lot of things that were so enigmatic before. This event will bring light to all those things that were sidelined due to the popularity of K-pop these days. And that's the very purpose of our event. South Korea was a self sufficient, strong, and a financially stable country even before K pop came into existence. It has a lot more than K pop and K dramas to it. Today, we'll be learning about the Korean culture, their greeting habits, and a lot more, which will leave us awestruck for sure. So let's start by introducing you all to our today's speaker, Miss Gaganpreet Kaur. She is a certified Korean trainer in her own Galingua Academy. She has a teaching experience of 4 years and has taught more than 560 students till now. Apart from this, she is a trainer and an education counselor. She has done a remarkable research in rise of cryptocurrency in India. Also, she has left her mark in sports too. She has secured 9 medals in judo, 2 medals in wrestling, in both in national level championships. She has got a bronze medal in Asian level championship at Karash. Also, she has participated in Cadet Asian Championship in Thailand. I would now request our professor, before we get started with the event, our professor, Aniket Gaude sir, to please speak a few words.
Hello. First of all, thank you so much, Gaganpreet ma'am, for accepting the invitation and coming forward to teach the students about Korean culture. Because as we as faculties, we have also seen that when we talk about Korean culture, one thing that pops up is always going to be BTS and BTS Dynamite and whatnot. But as we know, we somewhere understand that Korean culture is beyond all those things. And thank you so much again for accepting the invitation and taking up this opportunity for telling the students and the participants about what is Korean culture. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aniket sir. I now request Ms. Gaganpreet Kaur to please take the session forward. And all our dear participants, I really hope you enjoy this one. Please turn on your cameras to make it more interactive. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Gagan Pri and I'm a Korean trainer as well as I'm running an institute that is Galingwa Academy. It's totally a Korean language institute. With that, I'm privileged to be a speaker on the stage and I really hope that you will learn lots of new things from here. Most of you already know Korean language and most of you really want to learn new like K-pop culture. There are lots of things you might know and there are lots of things you don't know. So I'm 110% sure you're going to be learn new things and something really interesting. So shall we start the session? Okay, just a minute. Thanks a lot for the PPT. Okay, before starting with the K-pop culture, as I already said that you already know lots of things about Korean culture. So I just want to know that how many of you know that what is the capital of Korea? Can you speak it out? Urvashi, Pranjali, can you speak it out? Yes, as you all know that if you speak in English, then it is Seoul. And if you already know, no, it's not Incheon. No, it's not. The capital of Korea is Seoul. That is Seoul. And if you don't know Korean, then you might be okay. So the capital of Korea is Seoul. If you know Korean, then you'll read it as Seoul. And if you don't know Korean, then you read it as Seoul. That's absolutely fine. And what is the currency of Korea?
Won.
Won. Absolutely right. And what is the population of Korea? हम लोग के इंडिया में बड़ी अच्छी कहावत है दैट यूपी की पॉपुलेशन कोरिया से ज्यादा है. Still they are developed country. Is there anyone who can guess? It's not 52 million, it's 5.1 million. You can say that approximately, yes. Approximately 5.1 million, that is the population of Korea. Okay, so what is the climate? Is it having a hot weather or a cold weather? Cold country or the cold? Acha, when I'm talking about cold, what is the temperature you are guessing? Mixed.
-20.
-20. Okay. Anyone else?
-4.
-4 तो इंडिया में होता है. Okay. When I'm talking about climate, Korea is a. When I'm talking about climate, Korea is a cold country and it's having more than -20 or 25 or 30 degree temperature sometimes. And yes, it's having more 8 months. It's having a cold country. And when I'm talking about it's having 4 seasons, that is winter, summer, spring, autumn. Okay. And when I'm talking about spring and autumn, it's just for 1 or 2 months, not more than that. 15, 20 days seasons they are having for autumn and spring, and they are having summer. That is the temperature for summer is maximum 28 to 29 degrees. That's okay. The last thing, what is the national anthem of Korea? Have you ever heard about it? Or have you ever tried? Ek hookah? Someone else? Okay, let me tell you about the history for national anthem. Yes, the national anthem of Korea is Ek hookah. Ek hookah. Ek hookah. That is what the national anthem for Korea. But during the time when Japanese invaded in Korea and they were not able to sing the national anthem. So instead of singing the national anthem, because it was prohibited to sing the national anthem, so they started singing Arirang song. I don't know if you are a Korean learners, you might know that what is Arirang. It's having a very special value in their hearts. That is Arirang. And Arirang have lots of versions. Place to place, they have lots of versions, but there is just one specific line that is Arirang. That's what it is. So this is what the you can say that as we are having Vande Matra, the people have Arirang song also as a national song. You can say that. Okay. So okay, what is the climate? How many climates do we have in Korea? 4. Yes. Which? Spring, autumn, summer, winter. And what is the national anthem?
Hari Ram.
Arirang is not the national anthem. It's just that it's
Ego.
yes.
Ma'am, ego.
Yes. Ek Hoga, that is what the national anthem. And what is the currency?
Ma'am, won.
Won. And what about the population?
5.1
Approximate. Approximate. Okay. Okay, that's great. Shall we proceed to the next slide? Okay. What is the lifestyle according to you of Korea? Do you have any, like, I know most of you are watching K-dramas who are all joined here. 90% crowd is watching K-drama. So according to what is the lifestyle of Korea? How different they are from Indians? Any one of you? किसी को नहीं पता? No one knows what is the lifestyle like if you are watching K-dramas. I'm not talking about like economic question. I'm just saying that what you are watching in K-dramas. Can you just tell me that according to you? Yeah. Rich CEO. हमारे इंडिया में भी होते हैं. Anyone else other than rich CEO?
In K-dramas, they always portray that Seoul is a very expensive city. So it's hard for like most of them to come and make a living in Seoul.
That is quite true. That's true. Yes. Luxury life.
In the K-dramas, it is always shown that the any boy which is shown and handsome oppa is shown, he belongs to a very rich company. But in reality, it is that or they are just general humans like us. They really work hard for their living. They study a lot. They are busy almost their whole time of the day. They are very good in studies. They take care of their diet. They have good food and they are happy with whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree that standards are a bit high, but they really work hard for that.
Shall we start the lifestyle from a student instead of from the rich CEO? When I'm talking about students, people have a college till 11 p.m. They go to college till 11 p.m. since morning till the night. They are in the schools and in colleges, just they are doing their projects and all. This is what the life of a student. And when I'm talking about the rich CEO, which we are talking about, it's not as easy as we are thinking in India. See, when I'm talking about a production company and a manufacturing company in Korea, you cannot do something like without I can say that agar aapka quality acha nahi hai product ka, then company will country, that the government can seize a company, no matter whether you are just making a jeans only. Agar aapki jeans ka quality acha nahi hai, then also the government can ban you can say the seize your company. This is what the lifestyle you are talking about of CEO. It's not as easy what you are thinking. And there's the lifestyle when I'm talking about the medical bills and when I'm talking about medicines. The people are really good than us because just a minute. And so when I'm talking about the medicals, they are having communities in like medicals ki baat karu to medical bills are free for them. And the people are very good government hospitals. Or with that, when I'm talking about studies, their education till 12th, it's totally free. You don't need to pay even a single rupee for that. Education is totally free. And after 12th, if you are thinking of going to college, it's not as easy as we are thinking in India. In India, if you are having a 40% also, then also you'll get a college according to a percentage. But in Korea, it's not an easy task. If no matter whether you are having a 45% or 90%, you have to crack the government exam to go into the college, to go into the university. So what the life we are watching in K-drama, that is totally different. It's not as easy as what we are thinking. So anything else you have, you want to ask me for the lifestyle? You are having doubts in the lifestyle, or I have not covered in lifestyle? Do you want to ask me anything? Okay, I have seen one more thing, the eating habits. What do you think? What do people eat? Vegetables or generally non-veg? Are the people are vegetarians or non-vegetarians according to you?
Ma'am, non-veg. Ma'am, non-vegetarian.
Non-veg, ma'am, non-veg.
Acha, when I'm talking about non-veg, what is the favorite food the people have?
Beef.
Fish.
Ma'am,
Chicken.
Chicken, pork.
Fried chicken.
Yes. So chicken, pork, beef, these are the like as we people are eating roti chapatis, the people have the normal food for them. And when talking about vegetables, the people don't eat vegetables a lot. But yes, nowadays there are lots of Koreans who are turning to vegetables. Acha, as I don't know whether you people are here non-vegetarian or vegetarian. If you are vegetarian and you went to a restaurant and said that I'm vegetarian, then what the people will think? Okay, fine, this person will not eat pork and beef. They will put chicken in your food. So just keep in your mind that when you are saying I'm vegetarian, they will not understand that you are not eating chicken also. According to them, chicken is in a vegetarian. So keep this thing in mind if you are going there. Okay. And anything else you want to ask me in the lifestyle? So what do you think? Do the people have a proper diet, balanced diet?
No, ma'am.
Why you think so?
Because when we see the Koreans pop boys and girls group, if their diet plan is like that, very long hour not to eating food and all those things. Number one, and number two, for lose weight, their consciousness about to cut the food, not they have the proper nutrition. The nutrition is very important for their body, and I think for this purpose, the K-pop boys and girls, when they complete their debut and all those things, might be they suffered some big disease like malnutrition and all those things. It's my
Okay. When I'm talking about, I'm not talking about K-pop culture. I'm just talking about a normal Korean. Do you think that the people have a proper diet in their food? It depends on that. I just most of people think that the people eat proper diet, but sometimes it's according to as we Indians, some of us having a proper diet and some of us is mostly in the junk food. So the people also have a same thing. So don't think that the people have a proper diet. The people use proper diet while they are eating, okay? And the people smoke a lot while eating. This is what the thing as we're drinking, the people are in habit of smoking also, so it's not that. And shall we proceed? Is there anything else you want to ask me? Anything else? Shall we proceed to the next slide?
Are the CSAT exams the students have to crack are that difficult as they show in the dramas?
हम लोग इधर IPS का एग्जाम कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है? You can say that yes, normal civil service का एग्जाम कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है? IIT JEE का एग्जाम कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है? It's just that you can compare those exams with this. It's not that easy. You know, you are competing with the whole country. And when we are talking about whole country, they are not like 40 or 45% student. The people are like in the 90% wala student category. So it's a cream which they are fighting with. So it's quite difficult.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so shall we proceed to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it comes to the clothing. Most of you might be thinking that why I have not taken clothing in that. According to you, what is the traditional clothing of Korea?
Hanbok.
Hanbok. And can you, yes, absolutely right. Hanbok. And Han is Korean and Bok is clothing. And altogether, Hanbok is Korean clothing. When I'm talking about Korean clothing, that is Hanbok. And you might be wondering from where they get the Hanbok. Have you ever seen Chinese dramas in any case? How many of you have seen Chinese historical dramas? Not the present, now modern historical dramas. Me?
Ma'am, me.
Okay, that's really great. That's really great. बहुत सारे लोगों ने देखा है. So can you compare the clothing Chinese ka and the Koreans ka? They have similar clothing? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why so? Have you ever thought about that? Why they are having similar clothing? Somehow, of course, the design is quite different, but you can say that पहनने का तरीका and all that is cold temperature. It's not that. Actually, yes, please.
I'm not sure, but I think before this, China was invented in Korea. I'm not sure. So that's why they have influence of China. So in that way, they have
ancestors वो वाले कपड़े पहनते थे तो बच्चे पहनते थे ऐसा.
Yes,
you want to say that? Okay. Let me tell you that especially when you are talking about the royal families of Korea, historical dramas, and when you are seeing the royal families of Chinese dramas, you will see lots of similarity in their clothing. And the reason behind that clothing pattern of Korea came from, that is Tang Ming Sung dynasty. Tang Ming Sung dynasty. It came from that era. And when I'm talking about the girls' clothing, that came from Tang Ming. That came from Tang and Ming. So that's what the reason they have a similar clothing. And because Tang Ming Sang belongs to Korea, China, and the way of dressing came from there only. And with that, the best part is, have you ever seen any sari day in India? Anytime?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the sari day of India? कभी इंडिया में साड़ी डे होता है क्या? हम लोगों का ट्रेडिशनल कपड़ों का ऐसा कोई दिन? Have you ever seen anything like that? This is what I like about Korean culture, that the people preserving their culture with the help of their traditions. I don't know. I'm from Rajasthan, and generally in our culture, after marriage, girl has to wear sari. But I'm damn sure if you are a metropolitan city, most of you have never seen sari only. Even you have never wear also. Like, so, but in Korea, the people have a, you can say that a proper week, that is from October, I guess at the end of the October and the starting of the November, where there are people celebrating Hanbok Day. And the day is 21 October. 21st October is the Hanbok Day, where the people are celebrating, the people are wearing Hanbok. And I really appreciate that. They are preserving their culture. When I started learning Korean at the time, also the thing like I get attracted because of that. The people start preserving their culture with the help of their language. So this is just small things that people are doing just to preserve their culture. And this is really beautiful that the people have a Hanbok Day that is on 21st October. The people are celebrating, and it's not just for one day. The people have a whole week. जितना मन आ रहा है उतना पहन लो एक हफ्ते, मन भर लो, ताकि you will feel that okay, I am a Korean and this is what I look when I wear my traditional clothes. And okay, now when I'm talking about normal clothes, what it is according to you? Normal clothes. What do you think when they are wearing normal clothes? What they are wearing?
Ma'am, t-shirt, jeans.
T-shirt, jeans,
shirt.
Dresses.
Casual wear. Okay.
Cardigans.
Baggy clothes.
Baggy clothes.
Korea is one of the country which brings fashion to the world. आप जब कपड़े पहनते हो ना, जो कोरियन ड्रेसेस which we are seeing, it will come to India after 5 to 6 years. Korea is the country which brings fashion to the world. Like ये लोग जो पहनते हैं वो पूरी दुनिया पहनती है. We cannot imagine what the people are wearing nowadays. Like when we are saying that people are wearing loose clothes, and I'm 110% sure after 4 to 5 years we'll also have that fashion in it. So clothing, if I'm talking about a normal clothing daily wears, the people have a coat, long coats, the people have pants, the people have shorts. But yes, the people don't, girls generally don't wear cut sleeves and deep neck. That is against the culture. With that, yes, this is what the people are wearing. So the best part is in that I'm talking about in winters. What do people think that what the people are wearing in winters? Are they wearing that coats which we are seeing in the K-dramas? This is what the boy is wearing. Do you think that this is what the people wear in general days? Mufflers, coats, and when I'm talking about coats, it's not the coat which this boy is wearing. It's a padded coat, and the weight of that coat is more than 5 to 6 kg. It's not that what we are looking in the K-drama, patla sa coat pehna or snowfall mein nikal gaye. Not that. And when you'll wear that 5 to 6 kg coat after a whole day of the journey, you will feel that you are down with fever because of the heaviness of the coat. So don't think that it's an easy task to wear the coat which the people have in the climb. Yeah. So when if you are going to Korea, please have in your habit to wear such heavy coat. And generally, we will not get that coat in India. It's because we people don't have that thund, you can say the winter. Okay, anything else you want to ask me in traditional clothing and the normal clothing? Do you have any doubts? And instead of messaging, you can directly unmute yourself and speak, you know. You are having an opportunity to speak. Why you are not speaking? Is there anything else you want to ask me for the traditional clothing and the clothing, or anything I have not covered?
Just one thing I want to ask you. The hanbok, the materials is all are made from silk kind of materials, maybe.
Sorry, can you speak once again?
Ma'am, I want to ask you the clothes material of hanbok. It's made by silk.
You can say that, of course, yes, but it depends on the which silk you are using. Is it a cheap silk or the price of hanbok is depend on the silk which you are using, like the quality of the silk.
Okay.
So, and yes, I'll talk about the chosik. Don't worry. When the holidays will come, I'll talk about that. Anything else? Okay. Shall we proceed to the next slide? Okay, so I guess you are familiar with these houses somehow. Before starting with the Korean traditional houses, I want to know what is the traditional house of our India. Is there any?
Mud kind of house, yeah, mud house kind of.
Yes, our Indian traditional houses are mud house, and generally people don't have that. But yes, it's a mud house. Same way in Korea, when I'm talking about Korean traditional houses, that is Hanok. Hanok, that is what the traditional house we have in Korea. And you might be wondering that why the people have such sort of appearance in the house. It's just because that when they are making a house, the people like जो architecture होता है, उसके दिमाग में होता है कि in front there should be a river and in the back there should be a mountain in the house. So it comes with lots of things, and when I'm talking about the houses nowadays, the people don't have any, like people have, but in the palaces and all, because during the time of Japanese invention, the houses were of woods and they were destroyed by them. So there are few, and nowadays people don't use hammocks, but the housing, you can say that the interior ideas which we are having for Korean houses, that is based on that only. And the best, when I'm saying Korean traditional normal houses also, the people have a like heater in every house to keep the house warm. And one more thing I want to tell you, as I have seen from my students, that the people have washing machines in the balconies instead of their houses. In our place, we people generally have a washing machine in our house, right? हम घर के अंदर रखते हैं, जहाँ पे like say, we are having the bathroom and all, but the people have a washing machine outside the house, like in the balcony. And you know what's funny part is, जब यहाँ पर ठंड होती है तो washing machine चलनी बंद हो जाती है because of the water, as they are having -20, -30 degrees, so it's impossible for water to melt down. So the people don't use that, cannot use that. So the people have a community washing machines. Is there anyone who has seen Vincenzo? Anyone of you? Vincenzo.
Oh, yes.
If you have seen Vincenzo, have you seen that जो villain थी, जिसमें वो lady villain थी, उसको Vincenzo कहाँ पे रहता है? She was in the community washing machine वाला area, right? जहाँ पे वो truck लेकर आता है. That is what they people have a community washing machines because of the climate. जो इनका घर का washing machine, so that they stop working. Okay. Generally, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we are having for traditional homes. Anything else you want to ask me, or you know something you want to tell us about the traditional home which I have not covered? Anyone of you? Urvashi, Bhojak, I'll think about that. I'll talk about this with Modi ji, that why we are not having community washing machines. What says? Shall we go together? साथ में चलते हैं, बात कर लेंगे. कपड़े नहीं धुल रहे हमारे घर. What says? Okay, shall we proceed to next? Okay, gardens. Is there anyone who knows about gardens in Korea? There people have lots of gardens. We are going to cover just one. Do you have any idea about gardens, or you know about any garden in Korea? It's absolutely fine if you are telling in Hindi or in English. I'll appreciate that. Okay, can you please tell me, Prachi?
Ma'am, I can't remember it because I watch always that store walker on YouTube blog. So in that he walks through the grounds and parks and areas surrounding. It's like we watch, like we are also walking there. So I always watch that. So I don't know particular place. I didn't remember because I have watched many videos of that.
Okay, Fairy Tale Garden. Can you please tell me where it is, Fairy Tale Garden? Okay, they people have a lots of gardens, but what we are talking about right now is Won, and it's having its own importance in K culture, like Korean culture, Korean tradition. Why is it so? When I'm talking about Won, it's having three names. First is Won, which we are introducing right now, and the second is Hunwon. Hunwon. I'm just giving you a knowledge as I have. Won is for the one we use for a public space. When we attach one word with any location, it becomes public space. So who won, Hun won, and the last one is Kum won. Who won, Hun won, Kum won. This is what the name of the garden. It's who won is having two synonyms, Kum won and Hun won. What it is? Why it is having a traditional value in their hearts? First of all, where it is located. The garden is located in Changdeokgung. Changdeokgung, this is a palace where the garden is located, and you will wonder to know that the garden is covering 78 acres. You cannot imagine also how big is 78 acres. The garden is having the land covering 78 acres, and that palace and the garden is covering 60% of the ground out of 78 acres. So it's a huge garden, like बहुत बड़ा, very big, and it's having lots of different things. So who built this garden? So the garden is built by King Sejong. You might be wondering that why I'm telling you all these names. It's quite difficult for you to remember. I'm just telling you in case if you are just joining the webinar, so you should, someone will ask, you should know what it is. So if you can write it down the names, that's really cool, so that you'll have some good knowledge about that. The garden is built by King Sejong. Like in 18 years he built that. Like uska so era tha, that was like 1400 to 1418, and the garden was built around that time. Okay. बना है अभी 1418 में, एंड जापानीज इन्वेंशन हुआ है लाइक 1592 में. गार्डन बना 1418 के अंदर एंड जापानीज इन्वेंशन हुआ 1592 में. एंड यू नो व्हाट द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस, एज आई सेड, दैट पीपल आर प्रिजर्विंग देयर ट्रेडिशंस, दैट पीपल आर प्रिजर्विंग देयर कल्चर. व्हाट आई मीन बाय दैट, 1592 में गार्डन वाज demolished by Japanese invention. Due to the Japanese invention, garden was demolished. And हम लोग का लाल किला कितनी बार रेनोवेट हुआ कितनी बार? You don't know that, you know. And इन लोगों का 1592 में they ruined the garden like palace, and 1623 में garden को फिर से restoration का process start हो गया. So the best part is, that's why I'm saying that I really love the culture, because the people are preserving their language, the people are preserving their tradition. See, itna like they cannot wait for 10 to like 40-50 years also. They started the renovation once again. There are people are like, no, this is my culture and this is what we people have, and we are not going to ruin that. So okay, and this is what we are having. And in 1997, this Huon Garden was listed in UNESCO World Heritage. This is what the good thing we are having about Huon. And with that, it's having lots of things. When I'm talking about this garden, काफी सारी चीजें हैं, like Hullo Moon Gate. That is, I'm again telling you the name. That is Hullo Moon Gate. Hullo Moon. Moon is like gate in Korea. Hullo Moon Gate, and they people think that if you'll go behind the gate and you'll do a wish, your wish will come true. So if you are thinking of going there, you can go there and you can like bring your, you can ask for your wish to grant. So anything else? Do you have any doubts regarding this garden, or you want to ask me? Okay, can we proceed to the next slide? Okay, how many of you know bulgogi and kimchi? Do you know how we make kimchi? Kimchi कैसे बनती? किसी को आता है?
With cabbage, they
cabbage?
It's various textures. There's a spicy paste, and it's mixed with fish oil and other spices also. Then either lettuce or cabbages or leek is left to ferment in the mixture, and then they eat after a few days.
Have you ever tried?
Yes, once or twice.
Is it really spicy? What do you think that? Is it really spicy or like it's normal?
No, it's really spicy.
Okay. Yes, it's sort of like pickle, as we have aam ka achar, nimbu ka achar. They people have kimchi. They people eat it with everything, like with everything. So yes, they like spicy food. To keep their food spicy, they people use kimchi. And do you know what is bulgogi? Anyone of you? If you are
Meat
learning cooking,
sort of thing.
sorry?
Chicken, fried chicken.
Meat, I guess.
Meat. Bulgogi is actually a steak. You can say that. It's a steak and it's like roasted beef. You can say that. Like
Thin roasted beef.
yeah. So this is what bulgogi. And Pakistan people have a lots of things which like not only kimchi and bulgogi, they have lots of different things. Can you please tell me other than kimchi and bulgogi, the people have?
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap and what is it?
Tteokbokki.
Just wait a second. Have you ever seen Boys Over Flower? Anyone of you?
Yes.
Usme,
Yes.
do you remember
Yes, ma'am.
what she was having for Chungpu in the food in the tiffin? That
Oh,
is
rolled omelette, rolled eggs.
yeah, that is what kimbap.
Oh.
No.
If any one of you boys over flower, then you will imagine like वो जो मेन लीड हीरोइन थी जब वो बीमार हो जाता है तो उसको लेकर जाती है टिफिन में तो दैट इज व्हाट किम्बा एनीथिंग एल्स पोकी यस टेकबोकी से बताऊं तो अभी वो वाला सीरियल देखा था क्या जी चांग बुक का सीरियल था दैट लाइक के ड्रामा
Suspicious partner.
once again
Suspicious partner.
नहीं सस्पिशियस पार्टनर तो काफी पुराना है अभी रिसेंटली द केयर ड्रामा
Backstreet Rookie.
yes Backstreet in that they people eat a lot that anything else
There's also fish cakes, but it's not exactly a food, it's a snack.
Popoki, something like this.
Fulgogi we are already done with that is the main
Tteokbokki, man.
target.
Tteokbokki. Rice cakes.
Rice cakes have you ever tried rice cakes by the way इन लोग में क्या होता है कि जैसे हम लोग की इधर शादी वादी होती है तो व्हाट पीपल डू पीपल गिव स्वीट्स है ना दे पीपल गिव राइस केक्स एंड राइस केक्स आर एंड आई एम सेइंग राइस केक्स इट्स नॉट लाइक व्हाट यू आर थिंकिंग ऑफ बिल्कुल गीले चावल होते हैं उनको ऐसे गोल कर पेश कर दिया जाएगा तुम्हारे सामने नाउ this is what rice cakes we generally we Indian don't like rice cakes. If you are like eating rice a lot then I'm 110% sure you will not like that rice cake that's different. Anything else other than rice cakes? This is what we people have. Yes.
Jajangmyeon.
Sorry.
Jajangmyeon.
And can you please tell me what is jajangmyeon? अरे jajangmyeon से मुझे याद आया. Have you seen Itaewon Class?
Yes.
पूरा सीरियल ये jajangmyeon पे डिपेंडेंट है पूरा ड्रामा. If you have not seen that, then you can go and watch what is jajangmyeon. The main character is making the best jajangmyeon in the country, and the villain is like dying to have that, and he really liked that jajangmyeon from his hand. This is what the drama is, and it's really good. So yeah, seaweed soup and all that. We are having lots of things we can talk about in whole hour. So okay, is there anything else you want to ask me? Shall we proceed to the next slide?
There's also budejike.
What it is?
It's a type of stew.
Seaweed stew and the
There's kimchi jjigae also.
Okay.
It's a sausage stew actually.
Okay.
There's also samgyetang and more.
I don't know about that. Maybe I have not heard about it because I really don't know. And thanks for the information. Yes, it's really famous drama. Okay, let's talk about the beliefs. What do you think that about their religions? Do you think that the people are atheists, by the way?
Yeah, some of them are.
Some of them are. Anyone else who's having any like their own thinking about their religion? No one?
Ma'am?
Yes.
May I?
Yes, please.
I have heard, I'm not sure, many of them don't have any religion. I mean,
Yes.
they don't really attach themselves to any religion.
Absolutely, you are true. When I'm talking about religion, you can say that 60% population is without religion. The people are atheists. The people don't go to temple and they don't believe in anything. And other than 40% population, when I'm talking about, most of them are Buddhist, and like 15%, you can say that 15 to 17% people are Buddhist. They people are worshipping Buddhism, and the remaining 7 or 8% people are Christians. Other than few, which I'm not talking about, they are into different things. एक काफी सारे अब हमारे इंडिया भी पहुंच गया है वहां पर, है ना, तो ऐसे काफी सारे लोग हैं. People have their own religion, but not generally the people are atheists. And if you are talking about religions, then you'll see lots of Buddhist temples, and the few churches also you will see. Generally, the people have Buddhist temples in the country, and that is what the people have. Actually, the people don't have any religion. The people don't have. But don't think that the people are not superstitious. The people are superstitious as the Indians are. जितना हम लोग superstitious हैं, वो लोग भी उतना ही superstitious है. Can you tell me anything which you ever heard about the, like you think that the people are superstitious like us? कुछ try किया कभी, ऐसा कुछ सुना?
When a mirror or a glass breaks, it's much of a bad luck for them.
Yes,
For
the people don't drink in a like.
And 4 is an unlucky number because it represents death, and never to write in red.
Yes, even
Ma'am,
the buildings not having 4th floor.
Yeah.
ma'am, never
it's-
write name with red pen.
Yes, the people don't write name with red pen. The people think that bad luck will come, and generally the people write name with the red pen, who are diseased persons, sort of that. And तुम लोगों ने के ड्रामास नहीं देखी या कुछ नहीं देखा? You never have seen anything. Have you not seen historical K dramas?
We have, ma'am. We just don't remember.
Oh,
देखा है मिस.
have you seen अभी recently Mr. Queen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have seen that drama, you have seen that the second, you can say that the second tune who were that, and she was like doing the she was having talisman sort of.
He actually is spiritually active activities, those things like that we do, the havan, there's all those things kind of.
Yes, the people all have the superstitions which we people have. It's just that the people don't have religion. Otherwise, the people are superstitious as we Indians are. So don't think that the people are too like straightforward persons. They have lots of things in their minds. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about beliefs? Like anything else? Shall we proceed to the next slide?
Ma'am, the ceiling fan. They don't use ceiling fan. They thought that they might be fall in their when they are sleeping, they fall in their body and they might be for dead. That is also one more thing. Ceiling fan. They don't use the ceiling fan. They use the stand fan and all those things.
Oh, this is what I have also seen, that the people don't have ceiling fans, and the people have a standing fans. As a lot of my students are having 2, 3, 4 like as we are having ceiling fans, the people have a stand fans, like standees for the fans. They don't use that. Okay, so shall we proceed to the next slide? Yeah.
Chopsticks angled at 90 degrees in a rice bowl.
Yes, I also heard about that, but I have not seen that people are using that, so that's why I was not talking about that. I have seen a comment also for that. I have seen, but I have not felt that people are actually doing that in their daily lives. That's why I was not talking about that. You are right. This is also one of the beliefs that people have. Yes, correct. Okay, can you please move to the next slide? Okay. Chinju Lantern festivals. Have you ever heard about that? Acha, theek hai. Have you ever seen in K dramas, people are like lantern उनका हाथ में होता है, and the people are like वैसे.
Ma'am, they make a wish.
Yes, they make a wish. Have you ever thought about that? What festival it is? That is what Chinju Lantern Festival we are having, and it's not just a festival to them. It's not a festival to them where they are people are making their wish. The people have a little bit emotional story with that. Like when I'm talking about this festival, why the people are celebrating this festival? Let me tell you a story for that. First of all, during the time of Japanese invention in 1592, the people have this like palace that is Chinju Song. Chinju Song palace the people have, where the people celebrate this Chinju Lantern Festival. And besides that palace, the people have this you can say that Namkhang River. Beside the palace, the people have Namkhang River, and Japanese were trying to invading the palace with the help of that river. And during that invention, just to stop them, lots of Koreans sacrificed their lives. During that invention, when Japanese were trying to invade the palace, lots of Koreans sacrificed their lives, and just because to show them respect, they people have a Jinju Lantern Festival. And during that time when they were having that war, they were using these lanterns for the communication, because with the color of the lanterns, they were doing the communication. So that is what the value the people have lantern in their life, like in their during that war. Just to have appreciate that, the people have a Jinju Lantern Festival. And just when they are doing that, the people are making a wish also with the river. So this is what we are having the Jinju Lantern Festival. And yes, someone has asked me about the Chuseok also. So let me tell you about Chuseok. Chuseok is like Thanksgiving festival in Korea. When the people have Chuseok, the people have even recently we people having, and they are having 4 days holidays where people go to their like in मतलब I really felt good about that, because हम लोग के इधर हमारे पास टाइम नहीं होता अपनी जो like जैसे during when I was like outside my house, मैं काफी टाइम तक घर नहीं आई थी. So the people don't have that. What government says कि भाई अपने घर वालों से मिलो जाकर, हम तुम्हें टाइम देंगे. So Chuseok is like the government is giving 3 to 4 days holidays, and you can go back to your home. You can celebrate that Thanksgiving festival with your family. So this is what Chuseok is. So otherwise, they're having lots of lots of things about Chuseok, which I'm not going to talk about right now, and the session will like बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. Anything else you want to ask me about Jinju Lantern Festival? Like you have something which I have not told? Shall we proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Jinju Lantern Festival and Lotus Lantern Festival same here.
Can you speak once again?
Jinju Lantern Festival and Lotus Lantern Festival same here.
The people have a different stories. Like beliefs are different. But the process is the same. But yes, beliefs are little bit different when you are celebrating them. And there are other festivals also, like Busan One Asia Festival, Seamless Plan, and different festivals. When I'm talking about New Year, for New Year the people have Sollal. That is what New Year the people are celebrating. We call it New Year as Sollal. And I generally want to talk about the Goryong Mud Festival. As most of you are from like you are students, and let me show you what is marketing is and what is the आपके तरीके से marketing कर सकते हैं. You can see this with Boryong Mud Festival. Can you tell me about what you're seeing with the help of this photo?
It's quite look like holy kind of things that we celebrate in India.
Okay. Anything else? Who wants to say?
Shows
No?
the glimpses of the country as well as the culture.
Let me tell you what this mud festival is. See, why they are not afraid of like having, people are into this skin caring routines and all these things. Why they are not scared of like after getting in touch with mud, people will ruin their skin? Have you not thought about that? बहुत सारे लोगों के मन में आया होगा. If नहीं आया तो लेकर आओ मन में that why they are not scared of ruining their skin as they are really conscious about their skin. This is what Boring Mud Festival, where the people are actually they are not celebrating. This is a marketing strategy. This festival the people celebrate. Seoul se 200 kilometers there is a village where the people have that festival. The people celebrate, and right now approximately 2.2 million people go there to celebrate this festival. And what's the great part of this festival is there is a Boryong Mud Cosmetics. If you search on Google Boryong Mud Cosmetics, you will see lots of cosmetic products. And what the people did, जैसा मेरे दिमाग में आया ना, that why the people are not scared, the people will get scared because of mud, the people will think that I'll get acne and all these things. The people have that festival to show them that what is the wonders a mud can do with your skin. And when people started celebrating this festival, the people realized, okay, this is what mud is, and we are not, mud is not harmful to us. And of course, the mud is not the simple mud which we are having. It's a different sort of mud. The people have lots of things in this mud. So this is what the Boring Festival, just to market, just to do the marketing of their products, the people have this Boring Mud Festival. I really like that, you know. मार्केटिंग करनी हो तो ऐसे करो. पूरी कंट्री सेलिब्रेट करती है इस फेस्टिवल को, जस्ट टू शो दैट ओके दिस इज लाइक mud is really good for our skin, just to show that. Okay, so anything else you want to ask me with this? Shall we proceed to next slide? We are done with this, I guess. We are done with this. Okay. Is there anyone who wants to ask me about the best way to learn Korean language? Do you want to? Or how to prepare Korean test? In South Korea, do you think that you will go to Korea and then you learn a language? Do you really think that, Yashvi?
No, ma'am.
I
We have to prepare for some exams if we are shifting to South Korea. I heard like we have to sit for an exam and the results will analyze if we can shift to there.
Most of students who are here, they might have the same question that what are the best way to learn Korean language? If you are learning on your own, you can go to YouTube and you can learn Korean language. But let me tell you very clearly, when you are learning a language with the help of YouTube, there are lots of things which will lack. Like first of all, the pronunciation and the way you are reading a language, the expressions, you will lose all these things while learning from the YouTube. So if you are learning, then please have a tutor. It's just like if you are giving your time, then please be wise. Time is really precious and time is money. And how to prepare for Korean test? When I'm saying Korean test, it is topic exam. TOPIK, topic. And what it is, that is a proficiency test for Korean language, in that we are having 6 language, and you can start with the level 1. Course is already given on the internet. Of course, not the proper course, but that's you will get to know that okay, these are the things I have to get in mind while learning for preparing for topic 1. So you can prepare for topic 1, which will take around due to, if you are learning on your own, 6 to 7 months, and not actually 7 months, more than that. And if you are going with the tutors, and you might will take 4 months, 5 months. And I'm answering this. Wait. I'm answering the Sanskriti for answer for this. And with this, you can apply for the topic exam after preparation, which in India for topic 1, topic 2 is 800 rupees fees. That is going to held like twice in a year. Right now for October exam, they have cancelled. You can apply for the topic exam in April. And yes, it's not compulsion for you to go with level 1, level 2 one by one. You can directly give the exam for level 2. With this, yes, if you're applying for a scholarship, you will get 1 year time period to learn Korean language. Uska bhi na main ek baat bata deti hu. You are thinking of reading graduate books in Korean in just 1 year. That is not possible at all. So all of you think that I'll go to Korea and then I'll start learning. You are just wasting your time and wasting your money. And the people are really smart. Most of the students who are applying, they are more than 90 to 95%. अभी मैं तुमको कैसे बोलूं कि भैया तुम intelligent नहीं हो, you are having 95%. I cannot say that, but I have to. I don't want you to take in the stream. So what I'll do is, I'll tell you to go with 1 year program, and you have to acquire topic level 4 in 1 year. That is not possible. No matter how good you are trying, it's not possible, because they are going to teach Korean also you in Korean. So it's better to learn. If you're thinking of applying for scholarships, please go with topic 2 in India, and then 3-4 level you can go with that the Korean universities where you are taking that. And is learning Korean language beneficial? Of course it's beneficial. There are lots of companies who just shifted their whole manufacturing units in India. In Noida, we are having more than like 20 to 30 industries, and they are like within 1 year, the Samsung and I can say that appointed more than 6,000 to 7,000 employees who are Korean speakers. So what's the point of not learning this language? It's not compulsion for you to go Korea and like do job there. Even in Korea also, people have a lots of jobs. देखो, आप इस कंट्री में कोई सी भी भाषा सीखोगे ना, it's beneficial, because we people have a market, we people have a population. जहाँ population होगी, where countries think of launching their products. So if we have a population, we have a scope of learning any language. And Korean is like, it's really, you are in starting packages I'm telling you about. I am having few students who started working, and the starting packages, they people are having like 45 to 50, sorry, 35 to 50K their per month salary. Of course, they are really good and they work hard. You have to do like that. But yes, this is what the starting salary you can get just after the graduation. So what's the point of not learning the Korean language? It's really beneficial. Anything else you want to ask me other than this, which I have not covered?
Ma'am, I'd like to add something.
Yeah.
I think the best, like so far for me, the easiest way to learn how to speak fluent Korean has been variety shows like Knowing Bros, Hello Counselor, and Running Man. They
yes,
have.
You are absolutely right. If I'm sorry, I skipped this part. As she told that if you are learning a Korean language, or if you are thinking of learning, then please go with the variety shows instead of watching K-dramas. In K-dramas, we are having a scripted tone, but when we are seeing variety shows, the people have, this is what the actual tone the people have, and the pace of language they have. So it's really good if you're watching variety shows. Yes. And thank you for that, using this point. Anything else you want to ask me? How can we apply for KG? Abhi recently, if you are an undergraduate, then the courses are already open for Korean scholarships. You can apply that. Yes, Abhi right now the scholarships are open. You can apply for that. Anything else? And someone has asked about the English translators or English teachers in Korea. If you are good, then you can go with that. But keep in mind, generally the people have a native English speakers. in the schools. So if you are thinking of applying for English translators and English speakers, then please have a good accent. It's not like Indian accent which people have. You must have a good accent in English so that they can find out that your accent is good. Anything else you want to ask me? Shall we proceed to the next slide? Okay. Fine. There is an introduction part and self-introduction. How many of you know self-introduction in Korea? In Korean, sorry.
I do, ma'am.
Can you please give us a self-introduction?
Okay. 안녕하세요. 저는 남빈이라고 합니다. 저 16살 고등학생이에요. Is that right?
I'm listening.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do with my ability.
Okay. I'm having my student with me, that is Omkar. So Omkar, can you please give your self-introduction?
Okay. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 옴kar입니다. 저는 인도 사람입니다. 저는 스물이입니다. 저는 대학생입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. 감사합니다.
Okay. Omkar, can you speak one first line once again?
안녕하세요. 저는 제
Wait.
이름은 옴kar.
안녕하세요. Can you guys speak? I want you to unmute your phones. It's not like I'm absolutely fine if you are having background noises. It's okay. Can you say 안녕하세요?
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Okay. If you want to say that my name is this, Omkar. Now can you mute your phone? इस लड़की का क्या होगा? इसके भी घर में ये टीवी चल रहा है, हम सुन पा रहे हैं. हाँ जी.
제 이름은 옴kar입니다.
제 이름은 옴kar입니다. Instead of using this line, it's quite tricky for you. You can simply say that 저는 옴kar입니다. Can you use your name instead of 옴kar? 저는 अंकिता입니다. 저는 गगन입니다. 저는 산입니다. 저는 प्राची입니다. Can you say like this?
May I?
Yeah, please.
저는 प्राची입니다. 저는 문바이 있어입니다. 저는
The second line is wrong. 저는 Mumbai ISO, that's wrong. So just wait here. बताती हूँ. So we learned two lines. 안녕하세요. 저는 गगन입니다. Yes, Mehta, can you please say?
안녕하세요. 저는 아스타 메타입니다. 저는 17살입니다. 저는 문바이에서 산다.
Okay, that's great. So Omkar, what's the third line?
저는 대학생입니다.
Okay, as Omkar is a college student, he said Dehak Singh. I'll consider all of you as a student or the college student. We can say that 저는 학생입니다. Omkar, speak once again, little bit loud.
저는 학생입니다.
Yes, 저는 학생입니다. 안녕하세요. 저는 गगन입니다. 저는 학생입니다. We learned three lines. Okay. Omkar, can you repeat these three lines once again?
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 옴kar입니다. 저는 대학생입니다.
Yes. Omkar, can you repeat the way I spoke? 저는 그건입니다. 저는
저는 옴깔입니다. 저는 대학생입니다.
Okay, that's great.
Third one, ma'am.
Yes. And the next line, what is this, Omkar?
저는 인도 사람입니다.
Okay, I don't think so. That would be too much for the students. Can we go with the 4 lines? That's it. Hello, my name, student, and the nice to meet you.
Okay, ma'am. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 옴달입니다. 저는 대학생입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
What is Manasa Bhangap Samnida, guys? How many of you know what is Manasa Bhangap Samnida?
Nice to meet you.
Yes. That is Manasa Bhangap Samnida. Manasa Bhangap Samnida. Manasa, first part, Bhangap, second part, Samnida. Manasa Bhangap Samnida. Can you speak this?
Mannaso Pangasmida.
Someone else?
Mannaso Pangasmida.
Manasa
Pangasmida.
That's great. So can you speak with me? 안녕하세요.
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 저는 dash입니다.
저는 리나입니다.
저는 프라치입니다.
Yes. Someone else?
저는
예수입니다.
Yes. 저는 학생입니다. What is 학생, guys? Is there anyone who knows 학생?
Student.
Yes. 저는 student입니다. 저는 학생입니다.
저는 학생입니다.
저는 학생입니다.
Yes, yes. And the last part, 만나서 반갑습니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
만나서
반갑습니다.
Yes, absolutely right. Omkar, can you repeat once again so that we can recall this?
Okay, ma'am. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 옴달입니다. 저는 대학생입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
Very good. So this is there anyone who can give me your self-introduction in 5 lines? Yeah, please.
안녕하세요. 저는 빌와입니다. 저는 가슴입니다. 저는 인도 사람입니다. 그리고
Only 5 lines, only 5 lines, guys.
네, 만나서 반갑습니다. 감사합니다.
Okay, Asta, can you please? As you said.
안녕하세요. 저는 아스타입니다. 저는 학생입니다. 저는 문바이에서 살아요.
Only the 5 lines which I taught, beta.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Bushra.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 부슈라입니다.
Yes.
저는 박사입니다.
Yes.
저는 인도 사람입니다.
This is not what I taught. Simply bhangap samnida.
만나서 반가워요.
Yes. Manasa bhanga voice is informal. As you use this, आपको आता है इसलिए बता देती हूँ. But when we introduce ourselves, instead of that, manasa bhangap samnida.
만나서.
Just one tip I want to give you, as there are lots of students who already know the self-introduction. The way you are reading, that is not the right way of speaking Korean. So when you are reading, please read in a rhythmic style. 저는 गगन입니다. Instead of 저는 गगन입니다, absolutely no. 저는 गगन입니다. 저는 학생입니다. You have to read in a rhythmic style instead of going in a one go. Okay. So Omkar, can you give me in self-introduction once again?
Okay, ma'am. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 옴달입니다. 저는 대학생입니다. 저는 만나서 반갑습니다.
Yes, that's great. Okay, is there anyone who wants to ask me anything for the self-introduction? And I guess in starting, someone has said dash Rago Hamnida. That's absolutely fine. I'm not using that right now because people don't know. So you were right.
Ma'am, I also wanted to ask, since everyone here is meeting for the everyone is meeting here for the first time, shouldn't it be Chom Vikasimida?
Yes, but I don't want to use such difficult words because the people don't have that tongue twisters right now. So I'm not using that. Okay. When I'm talking about numbers, what do you think that about Korean numbers?
There are two types of numbers. One is one which is goes like Hana Durset, and the other one goes E Ir Sam Tha.
Ma'am, basically there are two types of numbers, Korean and native Korean.
Yes. And today we are not going with the native Korean number. We are going with the Sino-Korean numbers, which is more easy to learn. Omkar, can you please tell me the Sino-Korean numbers? 1 to 5?
Il, E, Han, Il, E, Tam, Ta, O.
Yes. Can you read it with me? Can you, speak with me? Il, E, Sam, Sa. Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Okay, once again. Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Hal, Gu, Ship.
Al, Gu, Ship.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Hal, Gu, Ship.
Al, Gu, Ship.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Hal, Gu, Ship.
Al, Gu, Ship.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Hal, Gu, Ship.
Al, Gu, Ship.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Hal, Gu, Ship.
Al, Gu, Ship.
Okay, can you please tell me counting in 1 to 5?
Il,
Il,
E,
E, Sam, Sa.
Il, E, Sam, Sa. Once again.
Il, E, Sam, Sa.
What is 5 to 6? Sorry, 5 to 7?
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
O, Yuk, Chil.
Yes.
O,
O,
Yuk,
Yuk, Chil. And 8 to 10?
Bhargo, Ship.
Bhargo, Ship.
Ship. Okay. So can you please give me your self-introduction once again? हाँ भैया सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन का क्या हुआ भूल गए
안녕하세요. 저는 선자리입니다. 저는 대학생입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
Very good. And can you, is there anyone who can tell me the countings once again?
Il, Sam, Sa. O, Yuk, Chil. Al, Gu, Ship.
Yes. Il, E, Sam, Sa. O, Yuk, Chil. Hal, Gu, Ship. Okay. Is there anyone who's having doubt with the self-introduction and the number part?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we proceed to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you please tell me about music and K-pop drama culture in Korea? How many of you are BTS fans?
Ma'am,
I am.
all of us.
Ma'am, I am.
I am.
BTS fan, you know. यहाँ पे जितने लोग हैं, we all are BTS fans. I know that. So, can you please tell me about K-pop music or BTS? Any one of you, can you please give me a speech? I don't want you to tell me. I want you to give a speech. How many
Should I
members
start?
do we have in BTS? Yes?
7.
Seven.
Seven.
Can you please tell me the names?
Kim Namjoon, Kim
Kim
Sajin,
Sajin,
Don
Kim
Jungkook,
Yoongi, Jang
Jungkook,
Park,
Park
Park
Seo,
Kim
Taeyang,
Taeyang,
Yeon
Jungkook,
Jungkook,
BTS.
Min Yoongi.
Which is the most handsome one? I also like him.
Kim Taeyang. All of them are.
All of them are handsome. They all have unique features.
Yes, you are absolutely right. They all are handsome and they all have a unique, like they all have their own aura in the group. And what about the Blackpink? Is there no any Blackpink follow?
Ma'am,
Yes,
I am a Blackpink
I am
fan also.
Yes, ma'am.
Blackpink वाले
Blake.
सोच रहे होंगे हमारा नाम नहीं आ पाया BTS का आ गया. And what is the favorite person you are having Blackpink?
Kim Jisoo.
Kim Jisoo.
Lisa,
But well,
Lisa,
I am an OT4, but
Actually, all the four of them. Can't think about one,
equally
only one
talented.
of
It's
them.
hard to choose a bias in them. They all are equally talented. In fact, they are an inspiration for like people out there.
Yes, and what about the dramas? Like, who is the best actor in the K dramas?
Park Seo-joon.
Ma'am,
Lee Jung-suk,
Park Seo-joon.
Jungshik.
Lee
What about
Jung-
Lee Min-woo?
Oh yeah, Lee Min-ho.
And
Lee Dong-wook.
Gong Yoo.
yes, there are lots of things. And what you are, is there anyone who wants to go in K-pop? Like, is there anyone who wants to become K-pop idol in India? Like anyone of you from out of you?
Ma'am, it's actually very difficult to get through, so I'd rather
If-
not have.
I'm not. Yes, me, my imagination. If like you are in your teens, like you are 12 or 13 or 14 years old, then you can go for this. You can apply. You can start practicing. You can start like practicing for becoming K-pop idol. That's the perfect age for you to start practicing. Like if you are thinking of going to becoming K-pop idol. So even from our India, there is one girl. Her name is Priyanka. She was in the K-pop group. Have you ever heard about her?
Yes,
Eagle.
there's a male Indian too.
Yes.
Siddharth.
His name is Siddharth. They both were selected.
Z boys.
Yes. So
With the Sri Lanka, she is also new K-pop, added a new K-pop group.
yes, and let me tell you, if you are thinking of becoming K-pop idol, then please be fluent in Korean. The people really have like a biasness if you are not fluent in Korean. So please try to. Okay, anything else you want to ask me related to music and K-pop industry, like drama culture, anything else? Okay. So shall we proceed to the next slide?
Ma'am, you didn't talk about traditional music.
I have not talked about traditional
Music.
Generally students don't know about it. Say that's why I have not like into
I was
the
like waiting for it.
For example, trot music is really famous in older generations of Korea.
yes, but I have not used that because as you people know, but I am no 110% sure lots of students who actually don't know about that. If I talk about also, they will not relate to what I'm talking about. So that's why I have not used that. I'll do that in the next webinar whenever we'll have that. I'll especially have that slide for that traditional music. So, okay. Can we go to the next slide? IT and robotics. How many of you are from a science field? Science maths field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
So what do you think that what is the scope you are having? Like in which field you are? And I'm talking about science maths. Are you a college student, engineering student?
College student aspiring for design.
You are aspiring for designing. So you are from civil or architecture?
Sorry?
You are from civil or architecture?
I haven't taken up either. I am going for design, which doesn't really involve architecture because that's a separate exam.
Okay, okay. So as there are lots of students who are like, we all know that Korea is like giant. Korea is having a giant industry in IT and robotics sector, and the people are more into robotics and robots if we are talking about. So yes, that is really cool. If you are having, if you are from a science field, then you are having a very great future. But let me tell you very clearly, when you're talking about robotics and all these things, it's not just a robotic word you are thinking about, it's just a whole language. So make sure when you are thinking of going into these fields, you must have like languages with you. When I'm talking about languages, not Korean language, of course not. I'm talking about the courses like C++, Python, Java, .NET. You should be familiar with all these things. And AI, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, as Korea moved to blockchain technology. I'll not go with all these such hard words, but yes, I'm using this as many of you might have heard about cryptocurrency, bitcoins. So it's just telling you that you should have all this knowledge about when you're thinking of moving to a robotic sector in Korea. And when I'm talking about IT sectors, if you learned Korean, then I suggest you to go with few softwares. Even in India also, you'll get a good package if you know Korean as well as some softwares. And the software is AutoCAD, 3D design softwares I'm talking about. It will give a good package hike to your salary if you know Korean as well as a softwares or any language like C++, .NET, Java, Python, or any platform you know about, then you will get a good. Ma'am, what about the commerce field? Yes, there are few companies who are into, I guess there are 3 Korean banks we have in India, and there are few companies which are Korean companies are outsourcing the students for accounts payable and accounts receivable process. When I'm saying that the salary is really good, again, I'm telling you, it's not the normal salary which we are getting in Genpact and Accenture. That's, yes, we are having good scope in commerce also, but the entry jobs you will get, that is accounts payable and account receivable. And if you are from a science field, if you are in a designing, as she said, then please learn the few languages or softwares. That mechatronic is also there if you are into a robotics. If you know mechatronics, your package is like 1.5 or 1.8. That's the minimum package you'll get. And mechatronics is the best software to learn the robotics, how robotics are working. This is what software is. You can go with that up. With the help of mechatronics, you can make robots. So anything else you want to ask me for that IT and robotics sectors? Like if you want, like I'm with this field and what I can do, I can tell you right with that also. Yes. Job opportunities in South Korea. What do you think that what opportunities you can get in South Korea other than music industry?
Fashion,
Cosmetics,
Fashion,
management,
what sort of management you are thinking of?
tours and stuff.
Yes, when I'm saying job opportunities in South Korea, generally if you'll go to South Korea, we are having lots of opportunities. But yes, sometimes if you don't know the language and you always have a constraints everywhere. So make sure you know Korean well when you are applying for any Korean company. And the opportunities which we have in Korea, like in India, as I am already I thought like we are having lots of opportunities. But in Korea, when I'm saying that, if you are a research student, then it's a good opportunity for you. Like you can go and you can do a great research. And if you are a foodie person, and even for agriculture also, like Korea is having a very advanced agriculture system, and you can go and learn. You can do your degree from there, and you can learn lots of new things. With that, if you want to become a writer, you should have a great knowledge about Korean language. Yes, and the next thing we are having, other than research and development, we can go with other things also, like fashion also there, fashion industry, and the music industry also there. I'm not talking about K-pop idols or sort of that. I'm talking about music industry. It's having a very good music industry where you can promote your music and all that things, and you'll get a good like. And if you are a instrument player, like you know piano and all that things, and also you're having a great opportunity with that. Yes, anything else other than this? Shall we move to the next slide? Okay, what do you think about makeup and beauty culture in Korea? Someone has asked me that why the people wear makeup. First of all, let me tell you about the people are really conscious about their skins, and they are very conscious about their face, their looks. So that's what the reason the people wear makeups. And it's not that all Koreans wear makeup, but they like to wear makeup, but this is what their culture, this is what their environment is. If you are not wearing makeup, then you will probably get the less chances to get selected. So sometimes whenever you are on the streets, you will see Koreans, generally girls are wearing makeup a lot. Not only girls, boys also wear makeup, like foundation, sunscreen. It's very common for boys to wear, and as well as the lip balm and all that things. Generally in India, people, our boys don't wear all these things, but Koreans do. And to keep their skin healthy, they people eat lots of medicines as well as with that. When I'm talking about beauty culture, surgery is very common in Korean. Like when you'll turn 18, it might be your gift from your parent to get a surgery with your eye for your eyelid or for your nose job or to pump your lips. They are having sort of that surgeries as a gift. So हम लोग के इंडिया में सर्जरी कराने से पहले लोग 10 बार डरते हैं. People are like, अच्छा आज eyelid की सर्जरी है, कल nose job की सर्जरी करवाते हैं. So they are like it's a very common thing for them.
In China, plastic surgery is most common than the Korea.
Sorry?
Ma'am, in China, plastic surgery is most common than Korea.
It's not that the people are दोनों countries में एक जैसे surgery का काम तो एक जैसे चलता है. And Korean is having best surgeries in like doctors for surgeries in the world. Generally, even Kareena Kapoor also went to Korea for the surgery when she for एक कौन सा movie था ना, when she went to zero size figure. At that time, she did a plastic surgery for her face. She also went to Korea. This is what the people have a surgery like. And there are lots of cosmetic brands. Even in India, Mumbai mein ek mall hai where the people are selling cosmetic brands. They are good, quite bad. They are good, but please make sure when you are using cosmetic brands for Korean companies, you are
free.
Yeah. And even Kodra right now, if you are from Delhi, Kodra is also having an exhibition in their center where you can go and purchase Korean cosmetic products if you are thinking of. And anything else you want to ask me? Innisfree is very common and like there are lots of things. Can you please tell me what is the makeup trends we get from Korean beauty products?
Glass skin.
ग्लास स्किन तो सपना है लोगों का, वो कैसे बनेगी ये कैसे बताओ?
Lip tint.
Face masks. Tons of face masks.
Even the charcoal face mask we had seen, and the rice face mask, and you might have seen that white, I forgot the name. Yeah, Garnier product is there. 99 rupees face mask we are having that
Sheet mask.
Yeah, sheet mask. Yes, that is also we get from the Korean. And you can say that when I'm talking about makeups, what type of makeups you think that Korean wears?
And very subtle and light makeup, but it's look very natural.
Yes, that is what we people call the nude makeups that people do. Like you will not feel that people are done with the makeup, but yes, they are having a lots of layers on their face. And when I'm talking about layers, people go through with the 10-step routine for the Korean language, for the Korean face care. Like in that they are having face wash, face pack, and lotion and concealer and all that things. I'm not good into makeup. So, but yes, I know that the people do 10-layer makeup, and this is a daily routine. So we can say that the people put minimum 1 or 2 hours on their skin in the daily basis. Bangs hairstyle, yes, of course. They generally have a bang hairstyle because their forehead is quite big. So that's why it's a very common hairstyle in Korean. Anything else for the makeup and beauty culture you want to ask me, or you know which I have not used? Okay, we are already done with Korean greeting culture. How we say hello in Korean?
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Annyeonghaseyo. This is what the Korean culture we are having. And when I want to say bye, how you're going to say that?
안녕히 가세요.
안녕히 가세요 या फिर 안녕히 계세요.
안녕히 가세요 is when the other person is leaving, and 안녕히 계세요 is when you are leaving.
Yes, annyeong, we can say that. And its best way is if you are speaking to your friend, you can say annyeong for the bye and the meeting. Annyeonghaseyo for the hello, and if you are going, then you can say that annyeonghi keseyo, annyeonghi gaseyo. We are having two things. Annyeonghi keseyo, annyeonghi gaseyo. Gaseyo for the staying person. For example, I went to a date with Ankita, and for some reason I'm going first, so I'll say that annyeonghi keseyo, and she's staying, she'll say annyeonghi gaseyo. So annyeonghaseyo, annyeonghaseyo. How to say that? Annyeonghaseyo.
안녕하세요.
Yes. And if you want to say bye, annyeonghi keseyo. Annyeonghi keseyo.
안녕히 계세요.
Yes. Annyeonghi keseyo. This is what the bye we are having in Korean culture. So most of you I already know, I guess. So is there anyone who's having doubt with the bye or the hello? Shall we proceed to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we are done with the webinar. I hope so you have learned lots of new things, lots of things you have learned, and mostly the Korean history you learned. With that, let me tell you about that. I'm a Korean trainer, and as I already told that I'm running a Korean academy, that is Galingwa Academy. And if you are willing to learn Korean language, you can write down this contact number, that is 9079616876, and you can ping me on the WhatsApp also, so that if you are thinking of starting Korean language anytime, or if you want to have a you want to have a knowledge about scholarships and all, you can contact me anytime on this number. So please save this number in your phones, and do let me know if you want to start Korean language anytime in future or right now. We can always have a free demo sessions. Demos are always free of cost. You can just let me know when you want to start. With that, yes, you can contact me on the Insta ID also. That is Gaganpreet_Korean. Gaganpreet_Korean. And once again, thanks a lot for this opportunity. Omkar and all the students and all the teachers, thanks a lot for this opportunity. I'm privileged to have myself on this stage. Yes, this webinar is we are done with. Anything else you want to ask me, guys? Omkar, I'm done with the demo. Sorry,
선생님 몇 살이세요?
Can you speak once again? Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining the webinar.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Okay. 감사합니다.
Before concluding the session, I have an announcement to make. Yeah. So as we are done with the webinar for today, that is Korean culture. In order to understand that you've made the most of this webinar, we are going to conduct a quiz on Google Forms, which will be sent to you in the chat box and also on the WhatsApp group. Once you are done with the webinar, once you're done with the quiz, once you submit the quiz, and if you score the minimum marks of 6 out of 10, only then you will be getting the e-certificate. So make sure that you are putting your answers properly and correctly. Okay, so in order to conclude the session, good afternoon, everyone. As we have come to the end of today's event, I'm here to present the vote of thanks for today. I would like to thank our speaker, Ms. Gaganpreet Kaur, for visiting and enlightening us with her knowledge. Today's webinar was back with the basics. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. The point where Ms. Gaganpreet talked about job opportunities in Korea was really informative, and I'm sure it will benefit most of us. We also would like to thank our respected principal and our faculty for giving us this opportunity to conduct this event and in believing in us. Also, a big thank you to all the participants to be patient, attentive, and so interactive throughout the session. I'm sure this session was of some use to all of you. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everyone.